Hi, this is Misha, and we have another Colt variant in the LE6920 family to show you today. From this side, looks pretty normal. But from this side, you really see what brings this one to life and why people are interested. You can look at the markings on the mag well here and down on the lower. Of course, we have the typical Colt's defense. Then we have M4A1 Carbine. People really like that A1 marking. And more interesting, we have US property markings that Colt has put on. So really what makes this one different are the property markings. Also its accessories that it comes with. Otherwise, this is the same basic gun as the LE6920 HBPW that we brought to you in a few past videos this year. It's just been upgraded. Now, we are calling this, most people, the M4A1 SOCOM. The box is marked LE6920US, and this is more or less in stock configuration. The only thing I've done, I put my typical B5 SOP mod stock on that you've seen on lots of my guns, so that's not original. Typically this just comes with the regular M4 stock. And because it was already kind of attached to it, I put on just a sling. But everything else here is what the gun ships with from Colt. So, starting at the barrel, we have an original 14.5 inch chrome lined 1-in-7 twist M4A1 SOCOM profile heavy barrel. It's mostly where you see it being heavy is under the handguard. It has the 203 step here. It also has the wrench flats, the cuts under the handguard here. We have our bayonet lug as on the other version, and as on the other version we have a slightly extended A2 flash hider that has been pinned and welded onto the end of the barrel over 1/2 by 28 threads. This is good because if you want to remove it, replace it with something else, or make it an SBR, all you have to do is get that pin out. It is threaded underneath. Pretty typical M4 front sight, carbine length gas system, typical modern pick rail upper receiver. Flip it around so you can see the Colt markings on the upper here in the back. We also have your usual forward assist, brass deflector, and port door. We have our typical milspec 4-position tube with castle nut that's properly staked. We also have an H2 buffer inside instead of the typical H1, so we have the extra heavy buffer. We have an M16 M4 full auto bolt carrier, which is pretty standard on all Colts these days. We have the ambidextrous Colt safety here, see on this side. It also has the markings on the side to go with. It comes with the MATech military rear sight, which is adjustable for windage and elevation by hand. And it's made of all metal. And of course, if this is hit, it springs back so it doesn't bend, and of course it locks in. And to push it up, you just flick it. Got a regular, like I said, pick rail for whatever optics that's primary on this. And this does come with a Knight's Armament RAS M4 length handguard system. This is the older T-piece design. It does have the rail covers included. Actually, it comes with multiple rail covers. It also comes with the kind of broom handle Knight's Armament foregrip. Pretty standard. And our final feature, we have this reversible side sling mount. And it ships with one Colt marked, that might be upside down, doesn't matter, metal magazine instead of the Magpul mag. So this is the new M4A1 SOCOM. with the pin and welded 14.5 to 16-inch barrel. And it's pretty cool. This is honestly what a lot of people have been wanting. What they've done in the past, Colt did the LE6920 SOCOM 1 that was like this. It had the Knight's armament, it had the ambi, it had the H2 buffer, but it had a 16.1 inch heavy barrel with removable flash hider, and while it had the 203 step here, it did not have the cuts under the handguard. Also, while that version had M4A1, it was not marked US property. So what they've basically done is combined the features, the spare parts from that gun, and combined them with the 6920 HBPW, and they've roll marked it as close to military as is humanly possible. So yeah, I just thought we would share this. That's really what this gun is, its features. Everything else about it, how smooth it is, trigger, upper to lower fit is typical Colt 6920, be that good or bad. Like most Colts, they might come in with a few scuffs or scrapes on the finish. As I've said multiple times and others have as well, these are war horses, not show ponies. So they're built to military standards, be advised. They're not the most accurate, they're not the prettiest, but they are the closest to military you're going to get, especially now with the correct barrel. Really what they did, they just took an M4A1 SOCOM upper and they dropped it on a civilian lower. I will show you before we wrap things up, just because of the US property markings and all that, we still have the web inside, so it's very clearly a semi-auto. You can see the H2 buffer there, and you can see the standard M16 bolt carrier here. Everything else is pretty standard. For more info on that, we have plenty of videos and lots of other folks do as well. So this one's about the markings and the features. And we haven't done an AR video in some time, so hey, why not? If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you'd like to help support channel, please check out the link to our Patreon page. As always, we'd appreciate it too if you could click like and share the video. And this is Misha. And please tune in again next time for hopefully another interesting video. We will catch you then.